Hello, this video is meant to help you log in to a Google Class Meet session with your child's BCPS credentials. To do that, first start by going to googlemeets.com. I prefer just to type in Google Meet and search, and it's generally the first thing on the list, meet.google.com. So once you click on that, you'll be brought to this home screen. And on the home screen, you may see one of two things. In the upper right-hand corner, I have a little H, and that H is there because this defaulted to being logged in as me, and that is the initial to my first name. You may have any letter, and that just tells you that it's defaulting to logging in to a previous account. You could also see a blue sign-in button. So depending on what you see, that kind of alters your path slightly. If you're already logged in, go ahead and click that and click switch account. So your child must be using their BCPS email, not a previously created Google email. So when you click switch account, you're brought to this page. And what's really confusing for most people is that, they don't have an email for their child, so they're not sure how to proceed. What you need to do is click use another account. And I'm going to delete mine for a second. So what your child's email actually is their BCPS username with @bcps.org attached to the end. So if your child's username is ABC123, then their BCPS email is abc123@bcps.org. And they don't actually have an email address. This is just a username feature to allow them to log in to secure Google Meets. So you can go ahead and type that username, and I'm going to copy really quickly. Type that username, abc123@bcps.org, right into the email or phone box. Now, this will not work. This is not a real username for security reasons. So when I click next, nothing will happen. But for you, you should be prompted to enter a password. So next, nothing happens for me. I'll go ahead and log in as myself just so you can see what this should look like. Oh, and I'm going to do a quick block so I can enter my password. Okay, so once my password is entered, I'm brought back to this original home screen that I was at. And what you should notice is that little circle should have your child's first initial there. And once you have that, you're ready to go ahead and join or start a meeting. So most teachers are using BCPS nicknames for security reasons. And if they aren't still using a link, it's okay. We can log in with a link too from this page. So to join a meeting, your child's teacher has provided a nickname. Mine is Mrs. Lance Math. Now, nicknames are not case sensitive, and they cannot have any spaces or punctuation. So I'm going to go right on back and type in Mrs. Lance Math with no spaces or anything. And then I would click continue. And it would bring me right into our meeting. And hello, I don't want to be in a meeting right now, so I'm going to go ahead and go back. Now, if you are still being sent a link through Schoology, what happens is when you click on that link, it does not default to the BCPS credential that you just used to sign in. And sometimes it won't even open in Chrome. It will open in a different browser that you have defaulted on your device. So if you have a link, right after that last backsplash, so google.com /, there are a string of letters, and those letters actually are the code. So you can also copy and paste those right into the join or start a meeting spot, and you will get the exact same results. Now, you don't have to include the dashes, so you will need to go back and delete those out. And then you would continue, and we're back in to a meeting. So that is just how you get started with Google Meets on a device. Now, if you are using a cell phone, which is totally fine. I'm going to show you what that will look like because that's just a little different. Now, hello, so you're seeing me live and big. Now, when you are logging in with a phone or an iPad, you are probably getting right to the screen right away because it's already logged in as somebody. So what we need to do on an iPad or an iPhone or even a Samsung device is first switch the account. And there are 3 little white lines, they're so tiny. Click on that and what you'll see is actually the ability to switch the account. And so it doesn't say that right away. You actually have to click on the person that's previously logged in, and then you can go to add another account. And once you reach add another account, you'll be prompted to enter an email. So go ahead and click continue when you get this page. And you'll start by just entering your child's BCPS username with the @bcps.org right on the end. And from there, the steps are actually exactly the same. So you'll go ahead and put in the username, you'll click next, you'll enter your child's password, you'll click next, and then you'll be defaulted back to that main page and you will click join a meeting. And then you will go ahead and put in either the nickname or the code, just like we did previously when we were logging in on a device. So the process is the same, it's just getting logged in to your child's BCPS credentials isn't as obvious on an app or tablet. Now, if this still does not help you get your child logged in, please let your child's teacher know and we can provide one-on-one support to make that possible because we would hate to see your child missing learning opportunities with their class. I hope this helped and have a wonderful day. Thank you.